against the Girard line, Cameron and Kellogg. And Sean, of course, was the hero last night. Off the face-off, it goes to Iona line, picked up there and backed into the zone by Ivan Korik. He's a big kid, big defenseman, and he flips it ahead of the blue line, and it bangs out to center ice. Travis Durant back to his own blue line. He'll flip it ahead. It's intercepted there by Abreu, and he dumps it in the Massena zone. Barkley rubbed off the puck, but it's poked away. Goes back to Travis Durant. He'll flip it on the wing. Massena moves it out to center ice. That big defenseman, Korik, dumps back in the Massena line. Travis picks it up, flips it around the boards. Stepping in front of it is Boy in behind the net. He gets tied up by Barkley. They battle in the corner. The puck squirts free, and Adam Barkley comes up with it. Here's Barkley, nice headman right to Cameron. Cameron to Kellogg. The Raiders are off to the races. Here's Kellogg. He's going to dump as Massena wants a line change. And the puck stopped in behind the net by goaltender Copeland, who flips it around the boards. And out to center ice. And here comes a chance for Schembri, trying to go wide. Wonky just steers him into the corner, and he has nowhere to go, but drops it back to the point. Poke checked away to the blue line, but it's dumped in the corner. Buffum with it. Bangs it around the boards. Coming up with it is Cap, but he can't keep it in. It trickles out to center ice and then all the way back inside the zone of the Dolphins. Puck in along the boards. Buffum keeps it in, bangs it off the boards. Slack gets a piece of it, drops it to Ward in the corner. Joey comes from behind the net into the corner, right side of the goalie. He'll drop it back for Clint Kerwin. Kerwin goes to Slack. Here's Jeffrey with it, trying to go back to Kerwin. Wraps it right in front, hit the side of the net with it. But the Dolphins will move it ahead and out to center ice. Buffum flips it right back in the zone and in behind the net. Back after it, David Cap, the defenseman. Cap, his headman goes by everybody, and that ought to go far enough for icing. The whistle will blow.
5'3" Andy Schembri, who is probably their most aggressive player. We'll hear a lot of that number tonight.
Off the face-off, it comes to that big guy, Korik. He takes it behind the net, trying to dipsy-doodle with it. And Anthony DiAgostino comes up to his kneecap and steals a puck. Centers it, but it's clear to the blue line. Here's a shot right on. Rebound, Brabadou just wide. Nice shot taken from the point by the Red Raiders, but it did not work. That was Paulie Brownell taking the shot. Nice low shot. Puck deflected in the Massena zone. Carroll's back for it, rips it around the boards for Seacott. Seacott drops it back to Brownell. Brownell back to Seacott, has it knocked off his stick, but stays with it. Has it knocked away. It comes into Carroll behind the Massena net again. He'll try the right side this time, around the boards. Stepping in front, though, is Williams. Williams in behind the net. He circles. Here's Ryan Williams with it. Back to the blue line. Here's the drive from the point, deflected right on. The save made, the rebound side of the net. Williams again. Good save by Zach. Puck goes off a leg right in front of the net. They got a shot. Zach makes that save. Maybe have been the side of the net. Little pressure by the Dolphins now. The Raiders scrambling a little bit. They try to come up with it there. Kellogg has it kicked away. Comes out by the blue line. Kellogg checking. Here's the shot from the point, and that's wide. Comes back to the other point. Korik, the big guy, flips it around the boards, around behind the net. Picked up by Seacott. He's just going to dump it out to center ice. Good heads-up play by Spanky as Massena in a little bit of disarray. Here's a shot from center ice. Goes back inside Massena territory. Brownell there. Paul Brownell getting some ice time, and he clears the puck out to center ice. Dumped right back, picked up by Cameron, his head man, knocked away. And it comes to the Massena line. Only one man back, 2-on-1. Here's a chance in front. Hit the goal post. I think Zach got a piece of it on the way by, and it hit the goal post. Puck comes in behind. Here's a chance for Iona behind the net. They come out of the corner to the point. Here's a shot in behind again. Puck sits on the back of the mesh. It's free. It's banged by Brownell. It'll come to Kellogg. He's got all kinds of room. Moves it ahead. Long headman pass goes by everybody. Cameron's going to have a partial break. Here's Cameron. Skates in, shot. He fired it wide. It's going to come back to the blue line. Kellogg centers it, but it goes right on net, and Copeland covers up for the face-off. 11:06 left as the Dolphins putting a little pressure on Massena.
Oh, boy, I guess so. Number 89, as we mentioned, you'll be calling that name, Andy Schembri, only 5'3", about 125 pounds, but he can really scoot. He rang one off the left goalpost, had Zach beat, say, goaltender's best friends are those goalposts.
Bokey out there to take face-off against Joey Ward. Off the draw. Puck comes out to the blue line, right back in by Park. The layoff sides on Massena as the Dolphins control in their own end. They didn't get it out of there. Here comes Joey Ward. Good forechecking pressure in behind. Flips it free to Slack. Slack with it. Looks to center. Has it taken off his stick. And it's back out to center ice by Sawa, the defenseman. His headman goes down the ice into the Massena zone. Nice sweep check by the Massena defenseman. Breaks the play up. Long after it. Now it's picked up by Hearn. He just rips it around the boards, and the Raiders move it out again. Here comes Massena, headman to Ward. He's got Kerwin. and it bounces over his stick in the corner, in behind the net. Goaltender Copeland plays it around the boards. It goes off a body back to Slack. Slack centering pass to Ward. He circles, trying to go back to the point. It's intercepted, and back the other way comes Vokey. He's got a step. Here comes Vokey, and he throws it right in front. Great back checking by Travis Durant just to break it up, and the Raiders clear it out to center ice. Dumped right back in the zone. Delay offsides on the Dolphins. They clear the zone. Just about 10 minutes left in the first period. It's scoreless. Raiders move it to the blue line. Slack just deflects it out to center ice. Picked up there by Abreu. He flips to the Massena line. In across the blue line it goes. Here's an opportunity of Blackmore. Blackmore trying to center. Goes off a skate in behind. Hard check thrown by Slack. Actually got more board than body, but he did the job, and the Raiders move it out to center ice. Barkley, he's going to rush. Winds up, use the defenseman for a screen, but he hit him in the leg, and the puck goes bouncing into the corner. Seacott after it there. Flips it back behind the net. That big defenseman, Kuric, after it. He flips it along the boards out to center ice and all the way in the Massena zone. Drew Wonke gathers it in right in front of his own net, flips it ahead. Off the boards to center ice, DiAgostino. His headman by everybody back inside Dolphin territory, steered by Copeland into the corner. Bounces to the blue line out to center ice. Wonke's there to pick it up. Here's Drew with it. He flips it ahead to the open wing. Matt Robidoux deflects it inside Dolphin territory. In behind the net is picked up by Abreu. He flips it around the boards. Tied up by Seacott in the corner. The puck now DiAgostino in there. And it finally squirts free to DiAgostino in the circle. Centers it right across the goal mouth. Shot right on. And the save made by Copeland. Matt Robidoux had it right on his stick. Didn't get much wood on it. And it goes right to Copeland, who was down, and he gathers it in for the face-off.
Anthony DiAgostino out of the corner, worked his way to that right corner, got the shot off. Copeland made the save, and as you said, came right out to Matt Robidoux. Copeland is down. He's prone on the ice. All Matt has to do is get it up over him, but he was being bothered by a big Iona defenseman and didn't get a lot on the shot.
Off the face-off. Cameron shot right on. Save made by Copeland. Puck goes in the corner. After it is Kellogg. Kellogg comes out of the circle, goes to Cameron, trying to go back to the point, but it's intercepted to the blue line out to center ice. Drew Wonke is there. Battles for it, has it poked away, but Kellogg backs him up. He's got it at the Massena blue line. Headman of Cameron goes by him to Cap, the defenseman. Cap's headman right back out to center ice. Jeremy Buffum flips it back into the Iona zone. Massena has to get on side, but it's cleared out to center ice anyway. Bounces free, picked up by Kellogg to Cameron. Michael just dumps it by the defenseman, deep in Iona territory. Back after it is Sawa. Sawa moving it along the glass to the blue line, kept in nicely by Wonke. Wonke trying to flip to Kellogg, he overskated, and the puck picked up again and out to center ice. Now there's a foot race for it. Wonke gets back, flips it ahead, hit the official, and the puck trickles free, but it's going to come to Brian Carroll. He's got lots of time. Not much of a forecheck put on by this Iona team. Bouncing puck out to center ice, comes to the Massena line, right back inside Massena territory, bounces behind the net, picked up by Wonke. Wonke goes to Kellogg. Kellogg flips it back on the other side. Wonke went off his skate, and he moves it along the boards. Here's Wonke, headman to Kellogg. Kellogg moves it down the ice. Into the zone it goes. Racing for it is David Kapp, the Iona defenseman. He picks it up, rips it around the boards all the way out to center ice. Right back comes Vokey. Vokey flips it ahead for Schembri. He dumps it in behind the Massena net. Zach plays it into the corner. Puck bounces right back to Schembri. Schembri dipsy doodles there, trying to flip it ahead. Vokey. Vokey back to the point. Here's Abreu, but it's knocked away. Puck trickles inside the Massena zone. Raiders kick it ahead, and it goes out to center ice. That was Paul Brownell with a skate action. Comes back to the big defenseman, Kuric, at his own blue line. He'll move it ahead on the wing. It's dumped inside Massena territory. Paul Brownell back after it. He flips it around to Carroll on the other side. Carroll skates it ahead. Down the ice it goes. He was trying to hit Joe Ward, but it's going to be icing as Ward couldn't get a stick on it.
Talking to the Iona coaches before the game, and again, one name kept popping up, and they kept saying, "Well, you see this little guy?" And this number 89, Andy Schembri, and I've been cluing on him out there. His last shift, he put Chaz Hearn, Chaz is a big boy, 5'11", 185. He put him on his backside, and he's the one guy out there. He continues to finish his checks. And I'd say he's 5'3", about 125 pounds, but he plays like he's 6'3" and about 215. Real tough customer, and he can motor.
Face off inside Massena territory. Here's a shot from the point, didn't get through. After it is Jeff Daly. Park after it. He flips it in the corner. Around the boards it goes. Raiders try to move it out of the zone. Hard check thrown there. Puck bouncing along. And the Raiders, David Park picks it up. We got, who do we have out there? I know Cameron's out there, but we've got some guys here's a shot, but there's a whistle. We're going to have a roughing call against Iona. That happened behind the play. Who am I missing out there? I know Cameron was out there, but there are a couple of forwards who...
well, Menkes is out there.
Menkes is one, and is that Whitcup?
Yeah, Nathan Whitcup.
Nathan Whitcup,
wearing number 24, right.
All right.
That'll be a roughing call against number 16, Jeff Daly, I believe is the number, as he hit the Raider player on the far boards, and Massena go on the power play.
Well, let's see what happens here with the Raider power play.
11 for 86, 13% coming into...
Let's see if we can give away some power aid.
Love to do that.
Here comes Barkley, ahead to Cameron. He flips it in the zone, knocked back out, doesn't clear the zone. Oh boy, I'll tell you, Barkley just got knocked down from behind. The puck comes bouncing out to center ice. Kerwin flipping ahead to Cameron. He'll dump it in the zone. Bounces off the glass in behind the net and into the corner it goes. Abreu after it, the defenseman. Cameron bodies into him. The puck comes free to Cameron. He tries to flip it behind the net to Seacott. And the defenseman, Brew, still tying it up, but it's going to go back to Barkley at the point. Here's Barkley, quick snapshot, deflected by a defenseman along the boards. Swept in behind and down the ice by the team from Iona. Still 0-0, 40 seconds left in the power play as Zach gets knocked down, and they're going to score. As Zach was out of his net, Barkley banged into him, and Zach lost his bearings, and the Iona forward just came in, picked up the puck, and put it in the net.
That's number 9, Tim Vokey. Saw a goal similar to that in the Olympics yesterday, the Finland-Canada women's hockey game. They had thrown the puck around the boards. The goaltender didn't get run over, but he angled his stick wrong, and it off the blade out in front, and the Finnish player jumped on it. That's what happened here in the sense that the goaltender ran into his defenseman, and the puck squirted out in front, and Tim Vokey won't have an easier goal than that.
So Iona picks up a shorthanded goal, and the Raiders trail 1-0, and they give up another shorthanded goal. They gave up 2 against St. Joseph's. Still a power play, but the puck dumped down the ice. Racing after it is Schembri. He centers right in front, but he hit the side of the net. Puck cleared around the boards. Great idea, didn't quite make it. Puck up along into the zone. Here's a chance for Kerwin, and he was checked just enough off the play, and Matt Robidoux comes after it to Kerwin. Kerwin throws a check. It comes to Ward. Ward in behind the net, battles for it, trying to pass it back to the blue line. It's going to come to Robidoux. Robidoux got hauled down. There's going to be a penalty.
I tell you, Jerry, the referee Charlie Pitts got hit harder than anyone. He took Matt Robidoux's stick right beside the head, but Charlie had shaking his head right now. He really got wrapped. As Matt Robidoux lost his balance, his stick came right down across the side of referee Charlie Pitts' head, and Iona's going to pick up another penalty, this one coming to number 9.
Tim Vokey will go for hooking, and so the Raiders back on the power play. Maybe they ought to decline this one too.
That Iona goal was by Tim Vokey, and that came at the 9:32 mark, and the Raiders back on the power play. And just checking out referee Charlie Pitts again, he was somewhat shaken by that. And I would be too. Good thing he's got a helmet on.
Off the face-off, Raiders control Barkley, dumps it in the zone. Stopped in behind the net by Copeland, and the puck dumped down the ice by the defenseman. In the zone it goes. Zach leaves it for Barkley, who gives it to Robidoux, and he'll start up. Robidoux steps by the check, lugs it out of the zone, flips it ahead. Travis Durant takes it in the zone, looks to set up the power play. Durant cross ice to Barkley. Barkley winds his shot, fired it wide. Puck comes back to Travis Durant. He'll flip it in the corner, goes off a leg right in front of the net, and the goaltender, Copeland, will cover up and hold on for the faceoff.
As Adam Barkley took that shot from the left point, in transition, I turned and looked, and goaltender Tim Copeland was already down on his knees. That's not a good sign. He hadn't been able to read the shot yet. Good thing for the Iona Catholic Dolphins that shot was wide, but face-off deep in the Iona end to the left of goaltender Tim Copeland.
Raiders trail 1-0 off the draw. Massena wins it back to the point. Durant rips it around the boards. Ward will let it go to Robidoux, who just directs it back to Barkley. Back to Robidoux. Has it knocked away. Bouncing puck sits there. Barkley says, where is it? Goes to Robidoux. Robidoux can't control it. Still bounces in the zone. Finally, it's picked up by Iona, and they move it down the ice. And inside Massena territory. Travis Durant after it. He'll pick it up. Has it knocked away. and the puck bounces along the boards and back out to center ice. Finally, it's picked up by Robidoux. He feeds Barkley. Barkley just lets it go, and it's dumped right back down the ice with 10 seconds left. And the Massena power play is kind of sputtering here.
This is not a good effort. Well, it's a good effort, but they're not very successful.
Now a hard check thrown on Robidoux, and the Dolphins control in their own end as the penalties elapse. That'll be an icing call against Iona as the penalty time had elapsed. 2:58 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Iona leading on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, not a big club, although we do have a couple of guys like Couric, who's 6'5", 220, and Sawa, who's about 6'1", and 155, 160. But they got a lot of 5'3s, 5'8s, and 5'6s out there. And one of the 5'6s, Ryan Williams, just handed out a big check as he flattened the Raider player right down in front of us. And maybe you heard the explosion.
Off the faceoff, the puck bounces along the blue line and out to center ice. Brian Carroll dumps it right back in the zone. In behind the net, stopped by the goalie, and he'll play it in the corner. Bouncing puck, Seacott goes to DiAgostino. He tries the center, but it's swept in behind by the defenseman Sawa. Now Seacott after it. He can't come up with it, and the Dolphins move it out to center ice and into the Massena zone. Carroll chasing it down in the corner, takes it behind the net. He almost gets hauled down, but gets away from the check. Doesn't clear the zone, though. Bouncing puck now comes out to center ice. Here's Slack with it, lost it off the end of his stick. A big defenseman, Couric, with it, bangs it off the boards. Raiders control for a moment. Now it's back to the Massena line. Seacott steals it there. He drops it, and picking it up is Paul Brownell. Brownell's head man goes off a body. Carroll comes up with it, flips it ahead to center ice. DiAgostino on the stick of Slack. He takes it in all by himself. Now DiAgostino tries to follow, but the puck cleared out to center ice. Hearn is there to dump it ahead, back inside Iona territory. Picked up by David Kapp. Kapp flips it ahead, and out to center ice it comes. Here comes Blackmore into the Massena zone. Into the corner it goes. Jeff Daly after tries to center it, and it's going to be gloved by Zach Long as it's going by, and he'll hold on for the faceoff.
1:38 left in the first period. Raiders trail by one. One of the strangest goals that you'll see. But an easy goal for number 9, Tim Vokey, as he had a wide open net as the Raider defenseman and goaltender ran into each other.
And the Raiders control the faceoff to Cameron. He looks up ice and dumps it ahead to center ice. Bounces by the defenseman back inside Iona territory. After it is a brew, he and Gerard go together. Cameron trying to come up with a puck along the boards. Here's a sharp angle shot taken by the Massena defense. Comes to Park. He flips it in behind the net. After it there, Girardi gets knocked down. The puck squirts free. Kellogg. Here's Kellogg right back to Cameron behind the net. Michael, oh boy, he gets knocked down. There's got to be a penalty there, and there is. As Brew will pick up the penalty as he tripped up Michael Cameron behind the net.
Yeah, the Raiders were cycling down low and winning the battle of the boards, and number 33, Jeff Abreu, who's only 5'9", had trouble handling big Michael Cameron and finally had to put the hook to him and hauled him down behind the net, and that's going to be the 3rd penalty in a row for Iona Catholic. Raiders last night, Jerry, which I can't recall a game that they only had 1 penalty, but that's all they had last night was 1 penalty in 3 full periods and 1 overtime, half of an overtime period. When's the last time you can recall Massena had 1 penalty?
I don't know. I don't recall it. Here's Kerwin's quick shot off the faceoff. It's wide, and the puck goes in the corner, and they battle for it there. Kerwin flips it behind the net, and it's ripped around the boards by Iona. Barkley can't keep it in. Here comes a 2-on-1 the other way. Into the zone, Vokey. Vokey centers it right in front of the shot, and they score another goal, another shorthanded goal. And that's going to be Andy Shembry.
That's going to be Andy Shembry, 89, and Tim Vokey, his center on that line. Just a great dipsy doodle. As again, they beat the Raider forward on the left point, and Vokey tipped it by. The Raider defenseman created the 2-on-1, and they walked right in, and Vokey drew the defenseman to him, and nice little pass out to Shembry in front. He just went forehand, backhand, got goaltender Zach Long down and beat him with a backhand.
Off the faceoff, controlled by Iona to the blue line, out to center ice, dumped right back in behind. 2-0, both shorthanded goals. I'm telling you, Massena's there's controlling with a high stick on Massena. Oh no, Iona touched it first. Cameron's got the puck though, looks to center. bounces back to the blue line. Carroll flips it in the corner, in behind the net to Cameron. Cameron circles to the face-off circle. Centering pass intercepted. And picked up by Iona. They're going to dump it down the ice. In behind the net. Zach stops it. Flips it around the boards for Barkley. Adam Barkley with 6 seconds left. And that's going to take care of the period right there. Raiders need to regroup, I think, as the puck goes down the ice. They give up 2. Here's a chance for Iona into the zone. And they didn't. Yeah, they got the shot-off save made by Zach. And they almost gave up another one. And the Raiders look to clear and just move it out to center ice. Back across. Dumped inside Massena territory. Barkley after it. He'll flip it in the corner to Carroll, and he'll start to move it out. Brian Carroll for Massena. Flips it ahead and gets knocked down. A bouncing puck into the Massena zone. Raiders clear it back out. Penalties elapsed, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Across the blue line. Here comes Boy with it. He gets knocked off the puck. It bounces free to Cameron. He moves it out. Michael Cameron with it. Here's Cameron. Stays with it. Takes it across. He still got it. Still got it in the corner. Comes in right side. Rips in behind the net. Sees part, but he has to go wide. Now he crosses it. Back to the blue line. Wonky quick snapshot goes in behind the net. Picked up there by Kurek, the big defenseman. He'll move it along the boards. And nobody's going to knock him down as he flips it ahead into the Massena zone. Trying to hit that Schembri breaking, but it was too far. Wonky moves it back down the ice. That'll be icing against Massena. As he tried to hit Jeffrey Slack, but didn't quite get to him, or got
Massena problems all year long. And again, 9 and 89, Boekler and Schembri have given them fits all night long.
Didn't seem like early in the game they were forechecking quite as much, but I think they got some, they feel like they can do something here, and now they're really getting very aggressive. In behind, Ward throws a check. Ooh, boy. Close to being a penalty, but DiAgostino's got it. Headman pass meant for Slack. It's going to go right on net. And I'll tell you, if Jeffrey had gone to the net that time, the goaltender kind of misplayed it a little bit, but then he dumps it back down the ice into the Massena zone. Wonky. Bang pass out to center ice. Picked up there by Brew. He moves it back in the Massena zone. Ward gets a piece of it. Puck poked free. Controlled, though, by Blackmore. Back to the point. Here's a drive. Zach makes the save and holds on. The shot from Sawa at the right point.
Art Sawa, 6'1", 155-pound defenseman, was crying for that puck. Had his stick up in the air, just begging for it, and his winger finally got it back to him, and he got off the shot, but no one in front screening or deflecting, and Zach Long will take those all day, all week, all year, and handle them every time.
Andy Girard out there to take the faceoff against Darren Lafort. Lafort blocks him, and Lynch out there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's going to be Williams playing one wing. Zach now has a Luther draw. Puck sits in the circle. Raiders look to move it out. Here's Kellogg, his headman, too far for Cameron. Intercepted by Brew. He bangs it off the boards to the Massena line, and into the zone it goes. They center it right in front, fired just wide, and that was a nice shot taken by Williams. He was just wide, otherwise that would have been a goal. The Raiders giving up a 2-on-1 there. Somebody lunged for the puck and missed it, and that caused the odd man rush. Raiders break it out again, deflected to the line. Here comes Kellogg with it. He overskated, lost his edge, gets back up again, gets it back again, trying to flip it to Cameron. Here comes Michael. Michael, centering pass, goes back to Park. He winds up, his shot blocked out to center ice. Picked up there, and we got a delay penalty against the team from Iona, and the whistle blows.
Number 66, Ryan Williams, and Williams had the wide open net, and he just fired it wide. And that's their third unit that they didn't expect much out of, but they've been a thorn in the Raiders' side every time they've been out there.
That's right. And that was a very quick release. Got that off in a hurry. Puck just comes out of the zone. Raiders will have to clear. And it's dumped down the ice. Whoa, that's gloved like a first baseman by Zach Long. Here's Cameron with it. He drops it along the boards for Barkley. Barkley trying to move it ahead, and it's going to trickle right back on Zach, and he leaves it for Cameron. Cameron drops it for Barkley. Barkley moves it ahead, gets by the check, and starts out. He'll go to Cameron. Michael takes it in the zone. He's got Ward with him and Robidoux. Here's Cameron, flips it into the corner, deflected. Oh, just wide. Barkley got a stick on it, and the goaltender looked like he didn't know where it was. Kind of a weird play there. Here's Clint Kerwin with it. Rips it around the boards for Robidoux. Robidoux goes back to Cameron at the point. Cameron takes it down the middle. Quick snapshot. and that's deflected wide. Joey Ward after it. He'll go on the 45, Robidoux. He'll skate into the circle, right in front to Ward. Ward takes it behind the net, rips it around the boards. At least Massena's set up for the power play here. Flipping it to Robidoux. Robidoux has it knocked away, but Cameron's there. Skates. Here's Cameron. Winds up, shot right on, deflected. Oh, and Kerwin couldn't get a shot off. Good job there by, I'm not sure who it was, but the puck back down in the Massena zone. And he lifted Kerwin's stick and saved a goal.
21.
Now, 21, okay. That was Boy. Cameron in the zone, and now to Barkley. Barkley has it knocked away, and the puck trickles to Robidoux. The penalty's elapsed anyway. At least the Raiders had an opportunity that time on the power play.
Great deflection by number 15, Joey Ward, and just a good save by the Iona goaltender.
Here's Barkley with a puck in his own end, flipping it ahead, and that's going to be icing against Massena.
As we mentioned,
Massena territory, Vokey out there against DiAgostino. Off the draw, DiAgostino wins it in behind for Brownell. Paulie Brownell starts out right side, and he moves it ahead to Slack. Slack to DiAgostino, bounces away from him, and back out to center ice. Jeffrey's got it, circles by the red line, flips it ahead for Anthony. He'll take it in on the right side. Trying to dump it, gets it right back again, flips it through. Slack can't get a piece of it, knocked down. That big defenseman flips it right back out. Here's Brownell with it, turning around at the red line. He'll go back to Carroll. Carroll flips it ahead for Slack. Slack just trickles it across the line, and it's right back out again. And back comes Vokey. Here's Vokey into the Massena zone. Vokey takes it wide. Centering pass in front, fired just wide. Good opportunity there, but the puck comes back to the point. Here's a drive, and that's a field goal shot, but it stays in the rink. Comes back to the point. Cap flips it in the corner. They move it in behind the net, and the puck comes around to Vokey. Vokey into the circle. We have a whistle, and I think
that's Trevor Lynch. I don't know if Zach got a piece of it or the shot was fired wide. Vokey set him up in front, did some dipsy doodling, and found 24, and he got the shot off. Either a great save by Zach or he fired it wide. And that was a new combination we saw out there for the Raiders, Jerry. We had Jeffrey Slack, Anthony DiAgostino, and Eric Seacott playing together.
We've seen a lot of new combinations in the last week or so with all the illness and injury Massena's had to deal with. Here comes Drew Wonky, poke checked away Gerard. Gerard just backhands it back inside Iona territory, in behind the net. Picked up by Cap, the defenseman. He skates by the check, moves it ahead. Out to center ice, Blackmore. Blackmore flips it ahead into the zone. It goes Daly with it. He loses it off the end of his stick in behind the net, Drew Wonky. He'll rip it around for Kellogg. Kellogg gets tied up along the boards, moves it to the blue line. Here's a shot from the point. Zach gloves it. He dropped it, but a quick whistle by Charlie Pitts, and the faceoff will come in the Massena zone.
Poor defenseman get blamed for everything. Number 4, Drew Wonky, making a defenseman's mistake. He's got 21, Matt Robidoux, up ahead of him, going hang bent for leather, and he's got to either give him the puck or dump that thing into the zone. Don't force him offside. Drew's got to give that puck up a little quicker.
Off the faceoff, Raiders try to move it out of the zone. Wonky bangs it ahead, doesn't clear. Here's a shot knocked down by Gerard. Puck goes into the corner. Blackmore flips it in behind the net. Puck ridden along the boards, comes back in behind again. This time Kellogg comes back for it. He rips it around the boards for Cameron, who moves it out to center ice. Back after it there is Sawa. Sawa off the boards. Kellogg gets a piece of it, trying to move it ahead to Cameron. Gets it back again. It bounces off a couple of legs, and finally it's picked up there by Glennie. He'll move it ahead to the Massena line. Here they come across again into the zone. It trickles in, and Zach will stick it up into the stands.
Started in between the two Raider defensemen, right about halfway in between the blue line and the goal line. Good move by Jason Glennie, and just at the last second, Chaz Hearn knocked him off course.
Off the faceoff, LaForte out there against Ward. Around the boards it goes as the Raiders just let it go out to center ice. Here comes Ward with it. He's got Slack. 2-on-1. Ward skates, shot right on. Save, rebound, side of the net. Then it goes in behind. Used the defenseman as a screen. Nice save there by the goaltender Copeland. Good chance for Massena. Here's Slack in the corner. Jeffrey with it. Steps by the check, has it knocked away. It's picked up there and bounced to the blue line. Here's a drive from the point way wide. It'll come back to the other point. David Park, flip shot, in behind, bounced into the corner. Comes in behind the net. We have whistles. And I think we got a man in the crease there for Massena. And that'll move the face off. Well, wait a minute here. Apparently the net's off, huh?
Well, number 33 for Jeff Abreu and number 17 for the Raiders, Clint Kerwin. Kerwin trying to establish position in front of Copeland, and Abreu trying to move him out of there. And he finally said, well, I can't move you out of this spot. I'll move you towards the net. And he did. He's the one who knocked the net off its mooring, or he went into the crease. But he had a lot of help from number 33.
Vokey out there against Ward off the face-off. The puck controlled by Abreu. He's in behind his own net. Moves it on the wing. It's deflected down the ice. And icing waved off, I believe it is. David Park after it. He'll flip it. Hearn with it. He goes to Park behind the net. On the wing. Kerwin looked to move it out and didn't get it out of the zone. Bounces to Park, and he'll move it ahead. Edman right on the stick of Kerwin. Clint drives in. Across the blue line off sides as Jeffrey Slack just ahead of the play.
We talked about at the first intermission, the long bus ride and not used to playing 15-minute hockey, and I think it's telling a little bit on Iona right now. Tim Volker, number 9, who was a force in that first period and part of the second period, he's starting to slow down a little bit, I've noticed, the last shift or two.
DiAgostino will take the face-off against Vokey off the draw. Puck crosses the blue line. Vokey, he'll circle back into the circle. Looks to move it ahead and out to center ice. Now the puck knocked away. They bang at it into the Massena zone. Durant throws a check. Kind of took a little punch out of that one. Now the puck in behind as they battle for it. Puck comes to Vokey. He circles into the circle, moving it back in behind. Gets it right back again in front. Shot. Nice save by Zach. The puck goes in behind. They try to center it. Goes to the side of the net. In behind again. Bounces around. Puck cleared along the boards. Robidoux takes a whack at it high in the air out to center ice. Barkley. Boy, there's some checks being thrown now as it got rough all of a sudden.
89's involved there too.
Puck to the Massena line. Vokey trying to drive his way through. Offsides will be the call. And the faceoff will move outside the zone. 6:09 left second period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, it's still 2-0 in favor of Iona.
I tell you, it could have been 3-0. Zach Long, his biggest save of the night. 89 and 9 were cycling down in the corner, down low to the left of Zach Long, and they were just beautiful. Did it perfectly. Ended up that Schembri freed Vokey, and he walked right in and went stick side, and Zach made a super save.
Off the face-off, puck back in the Massena zone. Bounces to Kellogg. Kellogg has it knocked away. In behind the net is Carroll. Brian Carroll with it. Off the boards ahead to Cameron. Cameron looks. He'll go for Kellogg a little bit too far. Bounces back to Cameron. He has it knocked away. Carroll takes a wave at it. Didn't clear the zone with it. Kept in by Daly. Daly has it knocked away. Goes back to the blue line. Bounces in behind the net. Raiders trying to come up with it. Kellogg along the boards. He gets tied up. Paulie Brownell battling in. He moves it ahead, and it's out to center ice off the stick of Andy Girard. Dump back out to center ice. Kellogg has to wait for his wings, has it knocked away. Carroll picks it up in his own end. Bangs it ahead. Down the ice, going to trickle right on the net. Went through the crease. That's why they waved off the icing. Doesn't clear the zone. Here's Cameron's shot from a sharp angle. Goes around the boards. Brownell looks to keep it in and did. Nice job. Puck tried to go to Cameron, but it's knocked away by that big defenseman, Couric, and he moves it down in the Massena zone. Carroll after it, takes a whack at it, moves it ahead Brownell, and he'll golf it down the ice. And again, that goes through. Now that also went through the crease, and that time they call icing. The same exact spot.
I agree with you. I'm not going to disagree. We've got a great vantage spot up here, but referee Joel Dupree decided that it didn't go through the crease, and we are going to have a face-off down here to the left of Zach Long. Just a couple of minutes ago, number 16 out there for the Raiders, Travis Duran, did an excellent job, has one of the Iona forwards busted down that wing, and Travis just played it perfectly as he pinned him against the boards.
Off the face-off, Wonky rips it around the boards to Jeff Slack. Head man to Kerwin, back to Ward. Here comes Joey in on the off wing. Ward trying to do the shift, but it's knocked off his stick by Sawa. He'll move it up along the boards. Wonky keeps it in. His shot hit the official. That was the official getting hit with a puck in the corner, Joel Dupree. Now Kerwin looks to tie it up, but it's taken away, and out to center ice it goes. To the Massena line. In behind the net, Drew Wonky picking it up. Wonky looks, bangs it ahead for Kerwin, doesn't clear the zone, bounces in behind the net. In the corner. He's got a man in the slot. He fired it wide, though. Puck comes back to the point again. Dumped in behind the net. Racing for it there is Bloxham. He gets tied up and manages to get it free to Vokey. Vokey has it knocked away. Here's a chance for Jeffrey Slack racing down. He's got Kerwin with him, has it poke checked away. Slack dropped it for Ward, but it's behind him and back the other way. Here comes Vokey. He's got a partial breakaway, breaks right in, and Zach got a piece of it. They try to follow, and the shot knocked into the corner. Whoa, that was close, almost 3-0. The puck still there. There's the layoff sides. Here's a puck in front, goes in behind. Raiders got a delay penalty. Bodies flying all over. Massena still hasn't touched the puck. Finally they do, and we'll have a face-off as Ward mixing it up behind the net, and I think there's going to be more than one penalty.
I'll tell you, Zach Long made another big save as Schembri broke right in, had him dead to rights, went to the backhand, brought it back to the forehand, and somehow Zach got the paddle of the stick out there and deflected it. I thought that was, and then just after that, I think 9, Vokey walked right in, and just at the last second he lost it off as he was ready to trigger it. But we do have penalties. I'm sure that
Raiders will pick up two.
Two, yeah.
Paul Brownell, I think, got the initial penalty. Then Ward mixed it up behind the net with Schembri. And so the Iona Dolphins will go on their first power play of the game.
Massena penalties for number 3, Jeremy Buffum.
No, that's Buffum, excuse me.
Number 15,
Yeah, not Paul Brownell, that was Buffum.
Number 89 from Iona, Andrew Schembri.
he's right in the mix. Again, he's 5'3", 125 pounds, and he doesn't take a backward step. I like number 89.
He's a good player. Off the face-off, puck right across the goal mouth. Hearn with it. He golfs it down the ice. In behind the net, stopped by the goaltender Copeland. He leaves it. Spanky Seacott in there, trying to come up with it and cause a little problem, as he often does. But here comes Iona, and they move it out to the blue line. Kept in. Guess who? Seacott again. Puck in behind the net. And Spanky still bothering. It comes bouncing out. Park is there to flip it ahead. Goes after it. Kicks it in the zone. Still goes after it. What's David Park doing way up there? Well, here comes Iona. Into the Massena zone. The puck goes to Spanky Seacott again, and he golfs it. This time he didn't clear the zone. Kept in at the point here. Well, they looked like they were going to shoot, but they're going to set it up. That's correct. He'll go over on the other side to Cap. Cap shot deflected into the corner. Seacott after it there. Spanky picks it up, lifts it, but it went up into the stands, so we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone.
Great job. Penalty killing out there by that Raider foursome of Anthony DiAgostino, Eric Seacott up front, and back at the blue line, David Park and Chaz Hearn. 2:35 left in the second period, 2-0, both goals coming in the first period, and both by Iona Catholic.
Short-handed.
Both short-handed,
yeah,
that's right.
Ouch. Cameron will be out there now to take the face-off. Cameron and Robidoux, Barkley and Travis Durant from Massena. And it's going to be Daly taking the face for Iona. Back to the point. Here's that big guy, Couric. Couric takes it out by the blue line, tees it up, the shot, score. And that went right through. There was a lot of traffic in front, and he just kept it low to the ice.
That's the type of shot you like to have. I don't think that hit anything. We'll wait and see. It may go to big number 19, Couric, but they got the... And they're nice and calm when they get it inside the blue line. Don't panic. One time you called, they thought they were going to shoot. They weren't set up the way they wanted it to. And one defenseman, it might have been Lynch, I'm not sure, number 14, Cap, got it over to big Couric on this right side, and he just walked off the right boards towards the middle, and he fired a low bullet, a low tracer, and I don't think it hit anything. There was a lot of traffic in front, but...
That was Couric getting the goal, too.
They do give it to Couric, and the 14 is going to get the assist.
And it's a power play goal for Iona Catholic.
David Cap is the assist.
He's the other defenseman. They just went D to D and shot. And a lot of traffic in front. Zach didn't see it. Raiders move it out to center ice. Dumped right back in again. Travis Durant flips it behind and around the boards for Sean Kellogg. Kellogg will start it out. Doesn't clear the zone, but it bounces, and it goes to Cameron. Cameron takes it in on the right side. Looks to center, right in front. Kellogg diving for it, couldn't get a stick on it. Gerard does. He trickles one right in front, but it didn't even get through. And back the other way comes Iona. Daly takes it across. Iona leading 3-0. Back to the point. Here's the drive from the point. Right on. Zach makes the save. and holds on with 1:38 left.
The Iona forward brought it into the zone down low, and all 5 white shirts bunched down low. He just turned around and threw it back to the point, and that left pointman had all day long, and he cranked one up. And I tell you, if there would have been some traffic, there would have been problems for the Raiders. But Zach said enough of that, and he was smart enough. He held it for the faceoff.
Off the draw, puck in the corner. Carroll comes out of the fray, moves it ahead, but it's knocked back inside and behind the net. Carroll takes it behind the net. His pass intercepted, kind of telegraphed that one a little bit. Stepping in front of Korek. Here's Korek, wrap around right in front of the shot, right on the save made. And Zach will hold on as Korek came from behind the net. Nobody picked him up, and he just fired it right at Zach, fortunately.
I guess I'll have to eat my words. As I said, Iona Catholic would probably start to tire somewhat here in the second. They haven't yet. They've got the third goal and came within a whisker of getting the fourth one. That third goal, the 12:33 mark, number 19, Kurek, the big defenseman, Ivan Kurek, and he's big, 6'5", 220. Number 14, David Kapp, picking up the assist.
I tell you, Kurek almost had his second goal of the night, too, as it came from behind the net. And he stays out there.
That stick of his looks like it's 8 feet long, but I know there's a limit. That thing is a telephone pole.
Paul Brownell moves it ahead. Kurek keeps it in, flips it behind the net. Brownell trying to tie up the forward. The puck still along the boards. Joey Ward in there as well. Back to the blue line. Kurek flips it around in the corner. Brownell. And it's still free, apparently. Finally, it pokes to Kerwin. Kerwin picks it up, moves it ahead to Ward. Ward, he right in the penalty box.
Well, he had Jeffrey Slack breaking from the weak side, coming across diagonally, and Joe Ward tried to bank it off the boards and send Jeffrey Slack in alone on the Iona goaltender. But 53 seconds left. Boy, I'll tell you, the Raiders need a spark. They are flat.
Face-off will come just inside Massena territory. DiAgostino, Cicotte, and Robidoux out there. Off the face-off, here comes Cicotte. Cicotte gets just pretty well tied up. The puck bouncing around. Finally, it's Vokey dropping it back on the other side to Kurek. Here's Kurek. He builds up the head of steam, takes it across, and flips it off the end of his stick in behind the net. Buffum is there. He'll wrap it around for Cicotte. Cicotte goes back to Drew Wonky. Wonky trying to flip it through. The puck tied up. Vokey comes up with a loose puck. Center right in front. And the shot, I think Zach got a piece of that. Puck along the boards. Bounces right into the circle. Here's Vokey in front. Backhander doesn't get through that time. And the puck comes out to the blue line. Flipped into the corner. Drew Wonky with it. He'll move it out to center ice. Bouncing puck right back in the zone. Here's Buffum with it. He'll move it down the other way with 4 seconds left. And that's going to take care of the period right there. So the Raiders give up another goal, this time on the power play, and they now trail 3-0. Our broadcast on WMSA. Behind is Kurek, the big defenseman, and he is huge. Cameron tries to take him into the boards. Kurek flips it along the boards, doesn't get it out of the zone. Kellogg battling for it. Here's Sean Kellogg, goes to Cameron. Cameron kicks it ahead. He gets tied up. The puck's still free, apparently. Comes to Kellogg, swept away from him by Vokey, and he moves it in behind his net. Here's Vokey coming out right side, takes it right in front, then flips it ahead, just out of the zone, right back in again by Travis Duran as Massena clears the zone. Puck in behind, again it's Kurek with it. He flips it along the boards, gets it back again. Around the horn it goes, Kellogg steps in front, dumps it in behind for Cameron. Cameron centering pass, comes to Gerard, to Kellogg, side of the net, right in front. He gets a shot off, save made. Cameron's got it. Here's Michael, back to the point. Barkley winds up his shot through traffic, deflected right on. Kellogg picks it up, and he fired it right at the net. The goalie, he's got it, goes into the corner. Raiders putting the most sustained pressure they've had all game. Kellogg skates from behind the net, takes it into the corner. He gets bodied into the board, stays with the puck. Finally, it's taken away, flipped to the blue line, out to center ice. Here comes the other way. It's Schembri, centers it, but it's swept away by Barkley. Barkley over skates, comes back to the slot. Here's a shot wide into the corner. Schembri goes after it. He'll go back to the point with it. Here's a quick snapshot, knocked down in front. Bounces to the blue line, dumped in the corner. Durant will flip it up, and down the ice it goes, but back after it is Kapp, the defenseman. He'll pick it up as the Raiders make a line change. And out to center ice it goes. Here's Slack with it. Slack flips it ahead. Joey Ward. Ward looks up ice, has it knocked away, comes back to the Massena line. Picking it up there is Blackmore. Into the Massena zone. Buffum and Blackmore go in behind the net. And the puck's still free. It comes to Clint Kerwin, and Kerwin will start back the other way. Headman on the stick of Jeffrey Slack. Here's Slack. He winds up. His shot is blocked. Puck goes into the corner. Ward after it. Back to the blue line. Wonky. Quick snapshot. Goes in behind. Now Slack digs after it in the corner. Can't come up with it. Comes along the boards and out to center ice. Buffum. He can't see it. And following up is Daly. Buffum takes him into the boards. Daly centers it, but it's knocked into the corner. Buffum waved at it. He can't come up with it. Comes right in front of the net. They got a man free in the slot. And we have a whistle. Man in the crease. And I'll tell you, there was just a missed pass. Otherwise, it would have been 4-0.
Oh, boy, big break for the Raiders as number 14, David Kapp, walking in from the point and no one around him. He was ready to tee one up. It's almost like Iona is not respecting the Raiders' forecheck. They, in that last series, which was a good series by Gerard, Kellogg, and Cameron, the best of the game for the Raiders, but Iona had several chances to get it out. They just try to be cute. They said, well, we can get it out anytime we want. But the Raiders turned up the pressure and had some good forechecking pressure.
Here comes Slack again, ahead to Ward. Ward takes it across to Kerwin. Kerwin winds up his shot. He golfed it around the boards. Hearn keeps it in. Trying to dump it in the corner, goes into the circle, but is picked up there by that big defenseman Couric, and he'll move it to the red line and dump it into the Massena zone. In behind the net, David Park with it. Park steps by the check. He's a pretty big package himself. He moves it ahead. Ward goes for Slack. Slack, and that's going to be icing again. You got to catch the pass, and he didn't. And icing it will be.
Might have been a little tired right at the end of his shift. Didn't have that little extra jump. Big 19, Ivan Couric. He and Clint Kerwin had a monumental collision down to our left right at the blue line, and Ivan was all arms and legs, and I'll tell you, he's got a lot of those. I'll tell you, when he flips upside down, he looks 10 feet tall instead of 6'5".
Anthony DiAgostino takes the face-off, goes to Brownell. Brownell flips it behind the net. Carroll has to come back. Goes to Seacott on the other side. Seacott goes back to Brownell. He'll flip it around to Carroll. Massena looks to move it ahead. They do. Robidoux, DiAgostino poke checked away. Seacott has to come back for it. Spanky bangs it ahead. Back out to neutral ice. Dumped right back in the Massena zone. In behind the net is Brownell. Brownell rips it along the boards. It comes right back to Carroll. He'll start out the left side. Wing Seacott. Seacott rips it up to center ice. Dumped right back in again. Bounces by Brownell. Brownell will rip it around behind the net to Carroll. Carroll moves it ahead. Here comes Seacott. Seacott to Robidoux. Jumped over his stick. And something happened to Robidoux as he goes off the ice. The Raiders changing up anyway. Comes to the Massena line. Brownell backhands it to Cameron. Cameron golfs it down in the Iona zone. Stop behind the net for Sawa. He rips it around the boards, trying to move it ahead to Schembri, to the blue line out to center ice. Kellogg back checking, picks up the puck. He's got it at his own blue line, trying to bang it ahead for Cameron. Cameron can't come up with it. They dump it to the Massena blue line. Here comes Schembri with it. Schembri stops and dumps it in the corner. After it, Travis Durant rips it around the boards. And I think we're going to have Massena penalty.
Well, I was going to say they missed it, but I got to give Joe credit. I was going to say after the stoppage of play, boy, they missed one. Adam Barkley just threw a wicked elbow right down in front. And I didn't see the official have the delayed call, but Joel Dupree right on the spot. Good call, and no question that was an elbow.
So Barkley picks up the penalty.
43 of the third period. Number 2, Adam Barkley.
We'll pick it up in the next break.
Face off in the Massena zone. Vokey will take it against Kellogg. Back to the point. Here's that big guy again. This time he doesn't shoot. He flips it in the 45. And the puck poke checked by Cameron in behind the net. Picked up there by Kapp. Kapp trying to go to Schembri. Schembri dipsy doodles. He's going to take it in front. He gets a shot off and scores. And he just escaped the Massena check and went right in front, and it's 4-0 on the power play.
I tell you, again, we said at the top of the program, number 89, and he just dipsy-doodled inside his just walked around a Raider forward and a Raider defenseman in the corner to the left of Zach Long. And as I said, he's only 5'3", 5'6". I don't want to make him no, he's 5'3", not 6. And he just walked right out, just threw those guys aside like they weren't there, danced right around him, came out on his forehand and beat Zach Long. Great move by 89, Andy Schembri.
Off the face-off, here comes Couric, takes it across, knocked away, back out to center ice. Bounces, Kellogg takes a whack at it, now Gerard. Gerard kicks it ahead, knocked away from him, back the other way. Into the Massena zone it goes, Vokey with it. In behind, bounces right in front of the net, here's Vokey's shot. Nice save by Zach. And again, the puck coughed right out in front of the net, and Vokey came up with it, and he got the shot off, but that time Zach stopped him.
Power play goal 16 seconds after the Raider defenseman in the box, Andy Schembri, with Tim Vokey and David Kapp picking up the assist, and the Iona Catholic Dolphins with 2 shorthanded goals and 2 power play goals to go along with it, lead 4-0 with 9:56 left here in the third period.
Face off left side in the Massena zone. David Park with it behind the net. He'll flip it around. It's intercepted there by Daly. Goes back to the point. Dump back in the corner. Park after it. Here's Park trying to dump it back. It goes along the boards. Park after it. He throws a check. The puck squirts free. Comes to Slack. He drops it back for Park. Park and Daly go together. Now Hearn flips it around the boards. Gets it back again. Centers it. Centered it right to number 7, Glennie, but it goes out to center ice. Dumped right back in the zone. Hearn cranks it up. Around the boards it goes to Slack. He moves it ahead. Ward, we got 2-on-1. Ward with Kerwin. Ward's going to tee it up. The shot right on. And again, you can just see there's no intensity at all, as Kerwin didn't even go toward the net.
And Joe Ward didn't bother to look either. He was going to tee that one up. But I was going to make a comment. It's been so long since the Raiders got over the red line. They had trouble getting out of their own end, trouble getting over the red line. But Iona Catholic using 2 forechecking systems with their 2 big lines. They're right down 2 guys on the puck, and sometimes 3. And with that third line, they're going a 2-3 forechecking system, and it's got the Raiders bottled up in their own end.
Off the faceoff, Whitcup is out there now, but back the other way comes Bloxham in the corner. Back to the point. Cameron throws a check. The puck goes in the corner. Brownell trying to tie up the forward. That's Lafort. In the front it goes, and it's deflected in.
Beautiful.
And that's going to be Trevor Lynch getting the goal. And now it's 5-0.
Trevor Lynch parked himself right in front of Zach Long, had a Raider defenseman moving around, and we'll see who the other forward that came out. It might be number 24. We'll get 1 assist.
I'm not sure who got the goal.
At 24
did Lynch get the goal?
Yeah, he got the goal. He redirected it. I don't know who the forward walked out of the corner, spotted him there. Got a nice low, I think it was a pass, and Lynch just redirected it by Zach Long.
Whitcup out there. Here they come again, right across the blue line. Shot saved by Zach. Carroll has it in the corner. Moves it along the boards, not out of the zone. Here's a shot right on, save made. The puck comes to Bloxham, flips it, side of the net, short side shot. Another save made by Zach. Whitcup gets knocked down. It comes in behind. Lafort with it. Here's Lafort, his centering pass. Cameron comes back and picks it up. He'll move it ahead. Down the ice. And that's going to go far enough for icing, I believe. Yep.
That goal does go to Trevor Lynch, and it's Bloxham who did great work in the corner after Lafort dumped it down inside. Number 27, Bloxham, worked his way out of the corner, and either a pass or a shot. I think he was passing to 24, who was parked in front, and Lynch just redirected it through his own legs, I do believe, and beat Zach Long. And that coming at the 6:15 mark, and Iona leads 5-0.
Off the face-off, Barkley with it. In behind his own net. Moves it along the boards. Flips it around to Robidoux. Robidoux out to center ice. Dumped right back in. Travis Durant. Still delay off sides, or do they have... Massena touched it with a high stick, I guess. So the face-off will move back in the Massena zone.
And the crowd really quiet here tonight. What there is
not much to cheer about.
Not much to cheer about. Not last night. A lot of excitement. This place was rocking.
Raiders played a lot better game last night. That's for sure. Out to center ice now, as the big guy Couric couldn't keep it in the zone. Abreu with it now. Flips it along the boards. It's going to come to Seacott. He'll turn it around. Here's Seacott dumping it in behind the net. Picked up there by Abreu. He rips it around the boards. And here they come back the other way. Vokey Vokey into the Massena zone. He's knocked off the puck. Robidoux picks it up and bounces it back down the ice. And waving off the icing, it comes in behind. Abreu with it. He's checked out of the play. It bounces free to Kurik. Here's Big Kurik with it. Circles, flips it along the boards. And it's back to pick it up, Vokey. Vokey comes from behind his net, out to center ice. Here comes Schembri, gets by one. Schembri takes it in the corner, centering pass intercepted Barkley. Back the other way comes Barkley with Cameron. Barkley's going to take it across. Dipsy Doodles trying to flip it through. He gets tied up, and Schembri comes back for it. He'll rip it around the boards. Kellogg takes a whack at it. He gets tied up. Puck comes to the blue line. Kept in momentarily. Gerard has it poke checked away. And here comes Wonky. He can't hold on to it. Vokey. But he's taken off the play. Raiders move it ahead. Gerard. He gets hauled down by Vokey. Now, he's shaking his head. How can you shake your head at that? He's got his stick in Gerard's feet, and he pulls it.
Real bad penalty, Tim Vokey, and again, shaking his head. I think he's probably too embarrassed. Maybe he felt that Gerard wouldn't go down as easily as he did. But no question, that's a hooking, tripping, whatever you want to call it. But well, most players do that. They'll go to the bench. I mean, they can hit you over the head with an axe, and they're shaking their head. Not me, ref, but what do you got the wrong guy? You know, I didn't do anything.
Let's see here. Clint Kerwin off the faceoff. It goes back in the Massena zone. Here's Drew Wonky. In behind it, Carroll. Carroll has to go back to Wonky. Ahead it goes to Kerwin. Drops to Wonky, and he'll start out. Finally, Wonky moves it ahead, goes off a stick deep inside Iona territory. Back after it, Cameron. Cameron gets tied up there by Sawa. Coming in to help out is Seacott. Seacott will go to Kerwin. Kerwin goes back to the point. Carroll. He'll go over to Drew Wonky. Quick shot. Goes in behind. Comes right to Kerwin. Winds up. And he hit his own guy with it. Back out to center ice. As Seacott was knocked down. And Kerwin's shot hit Seacott. And now they dump it down the ice. It's deflected right on. And Zach has to make a save as, again, how many times I said, why do they stick their stick in the air?
Reflexes. Reflex
Is that
action.
what it is? Reflex action?
That one was, but they all do it. Players on both sides. It's just it's 10 feet over their head, and they try to knock it down. They know if they're successful.
They're going to get the call against you, or else you'll miss it. But anyway, the faceoff moves back in the Massena zone off the draw. It comes to Seacott. With 40 seconds left in the Massena man advantage. You notice I'm not calling it a power play. Here comes Cameron with it. Headman pass, that's going to be an icing call. And he tried to hit Seacott, but Spanky was going the wrong way. And the faceoff will move back. 5-0, Iona leading. And folks, it's not because Iona's that great a hockey team. They're not a bad team, but they're not certainly one of the better teams we've seen this year. It's just Massena has no spark and are missing some bodies.
Good credit to the Iona defense. Kurik, Abreu, Cap, and Sawa. Only 4 of them are playing 4 defense. They're missing their top 2 defensemen, but they've done a good job controlling and not allowing the Raiders to set up any type of forecheck. Excellent job.
Here comes Massena's Kerwin. Still 20 seconds left in the power play. Kerwin has it swept off the end of his stick by that big guy, Kurik, but he steals it in behind. They both go down. Kerwin gets back up. The bouncing puck picked up there by the other defenseman, Cap, and he'll golf it down the ice. Going to come right in on the goaltender, and Zach makes the save. Puck comes to Robidoux. Robidoux ahead to Kerwin. Penalties elapsed. Joey Ward will take it in on the off wing. Stops out by the blue line, shovels it through. Doesn't get all the way through, and it's cleared around the boards. Comes to Cameron. Cameron shot right on. Save made by the goalie Copeland. Might be his, I don't know if it's his first save of the period. Here's another one from a sharp angle. Comes around the boards, and it's poke checked along the puck boards and out to center ice. Back down the ice is Daly. Trying to move it ahead. Gets it back again. Steps by the check. And we got a delay penalty on Massena as the puck goes through the middle. Knocked in front. The whistle blows. And what do we got?
Massena got another break again.
A roughing call against Clint Kerwin.
And it was a delayed penalty. In fact, they're asking referee Charlie Pitts why you blew the whistle, and I've asked the same question. The puck is loose in front, and there's only 2 black shirts ready to jump on it, and referee Pitts blew the whistle. Good break for the Raiders. Well, it must be a man in the crease or whatever. The faceoff's coming outside the Raider zone, but
so we've got another power play, and they've scored on their last two. Raiders dump it down the ice. David Park out there.
They scored on two of Massena's also.
Yeah, on two of Massena's power plays. You're right. They got two shorthanded, two power play, and I think they've got an even strength goal there too. So they've done it all tonight. Puck still in the zone though. Raiders poke checked away, and down the ice it comes. That's Bloxham into the Massena zone. Hearn is there to flip it ahead. Down the ice it goes inside Iona territory. Trickles down. Gonna be a short post-game show tonight, Coach. Not too many highlights. The puck comes out to center ice. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Back in there is Couric. He takes it in behind his net and skates it out. Flips on the 45, and out to center ice it comes. Here comes Williams into the Massena zone. David Park kind of fanned on the clearing pass. Now he has to look to tie it up. The puck's still free, and finally it squirts to Slack, and he'll move it along the board. Jeffrey Slack trying to flip it ahead to DiAgostino. We got a penalty behind the play against Bloxham, high sticking the call.
Yeah, he and a Raider defenseman down in the corner as the play went back up the ice. Bloxham gave a little chop with the stick, and referee Joel Dupree said, "Hey, son, I've been around. I don't." He thought he was going to get away with that one. Maybe the referee following the play up the ice, but referee Dupree had one eye where the puck was and one eye on those two. Good call, and it was a legitimate penalty.
Face-off will come just outside Iona's zone. Just over 3 minutes to go in the hockey game. It's 5-0 for the Dolphins. That's correct. Buffum, head man to Wonky. Wonky tries to go to Cameron. Cameron picks it up. Ahead to Seacott. Ooh, that might have been offside, but Seacott fires it, and it goes wide and high. And around the boards, Cameron pinches in, trying to keep it in. Raiders got a man back, so they get a power play here for about 1:07. Puck in behind, battling around. Cameron centers it. Nobody there except Schembri. Here comes Schembri. In, breaks through. Here's a shot. Zach has to make a great save, and that is the only thing that kept Schembri off the scoreboard as he undressed the Massena defenseman.
Yes, he did. And back at the other end, Michael Cameron doing yeoman work in behind the net. He threw it out in front, and 17, Clint Kerwin cruising in the slot area, but just couldn't connect on the pass. But back the other way, as you said, Schembri, he is something,
boy.
I tell you. He is I like that guy. He's a nice little hockey player. Little, as I say, 5'3", but good things come in those small packages, and he's certainly an excellent little hockey player.
Farron Fleury type.
Yes, he is. He's feisty, I'll tell you.
Yeah, off the face-off, Cameron. Cameron tried to go up ice, and Joel Dupree was in the way. Cameron passes to himself off the boards, and he'll lug it ahead. And he still got it. Takes it across. Here's Cameron. Takes it wide, sharp angle shot, save made. I think Cameron's had most of the shots on net in this period from Massena. They haven't had many, but he's had most of them. Around the boards here. Schembri. Oh, this time Buffum wins the battle. Flips it in behind the net. Poor Cameron. Michael with it. Trying to go to Kerwin, but it'll go back to Drew Wonky at the point. Flips it back to Cameron in the circle. Cameron trying to flip it through, but it's blocked. And back the other way comes Iona Catholic with 9 seconds left in the power play. Just under 2 minutes to play in the hockey game. Schembri that time gets sandwiched, and the Raiders come up with a puck. Here comes Kerwin. Kerwin down the ice, has it swept away. Back the other way. Here's an opportunity for Bloxham. He's taken out of the play. And the Raiders move it back out again. Long head man for Cameron, who's still out there, but it's too far. Picked up by Sawa. Puck around the boards to the point, kept in. Travis Durant goes to Ward. Ward bodied off the puck, and back the other way comes Iona. Here's Daly with it. Just over a minute to play. Knocked away from him. Not out of the zone. Here's a chance in front. They got a man right in front of the shot. I don't know if it got through, but the save is made. Puck cleared into the circle and back the other way. Matt Robidoux coming down 1-on-2. Here's Robidoux across the blue line. Makes the move, trying to get through. He's knocked off the puck. Scores! Matt Robidoux gets Massena a goal in the final minute, and it's 5-1.
That was the only question, and would the Iona Catholic Dolphins get the shutout? And before I could get a chance to ask, Matt Rabideau gave the answer. Just a nice hustle effort by Rabideau, and I'm not saying the two defensemen gave up on the play, but they thought he was going to quit, and they kind of gave up, but he didn't. He bowled his way between them, and goaltender Copeland had a chance to clear it, but somehow Matt Rabideau got his stick in the mix and poked it by Copeland, and the Raiders are on the board.
Well, at least they didn't get shut out tonight. So Matt Rabideau and Travis Duran ahead. Now it's back the other way. Seacott picked up the assist on it. In behind the net. Now they're just going to play out the string as the seconds tick off here. Raiders are going to lose as they'll drop to 9-10-2 on the year. Well, they'll try to look to go to 500 tomorrow night when they travel to Seton Catholic. Going to have a much better effort than this if they want to be in that Seton Catholic game. Here's a drive from the point right on. The goaltender looked behind him as Barkley blasted it, but he made the save and holds on for the face-off with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, goaltender Tom Copeland, again, an unknown quantity, although the Dolphin coaching staff thought that goaltending was probably their weakest link. He hasn't been tested a lot here tonight. The Raiders haven't thrown a lot of rubber at him, but he's had his moments of brilliance, and he came within a few seconds, with under a minute to 47 seconds of getting himself a shutout.
Off the face-off, the seconds tick off as the puck goes behind the net. That'll take care of it right there. And the Iona